Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and obscene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? It is December the 13th, and we are broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios. I am your host, Don Mega, and welcome to the show, everybody. It's Season 11, Episode 15. Tonight's show is In the Heart of the Krampus. So, we are back. We are bringing you, technically, our first episode of December. It's been, just going on 2 weeks here since our last episode. And thank you, everybody, for tuning into that one. We had a lot of big stuff to get through. And I got a couple new movie reviews for you. And, of course, all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. First of all, before we get started, I just want to shout out, in case you guys didn't see, even though there was no new Am I on the Air last week, we did have a brand new Red Dragons Assemble. So I hope that you guys took the free time that I allotted you, since there was no new Am I on the Air, and that you went and you listened to the new Red Dragons Assemble. And for those of you that have not listened to it, why have you not? So if you're listening to this show, there's no reason you shouldn't be checking out Red Dragons Assemble. It only happens once a month, so go and enjoy it. You can find it on reddragonsradio.com, and you can hear the show. It's with myself, Geeky Pat, and Peeps, three of us coming together once a month, and we break down all the big news of the entertainment world. So you definitely want to check that out. So check out that episode, brand new. It's been out less than a week. Go listen to Red Dragons Assemble. All right, and with that being said, let's get into Am I on the Air? I got two movie reviews for you, and if you were able to dissect that based off the title of tonight's episode, you would know that I have the review for Krampus, and I have the review for In the Heart of the Sea. So we're going to start with Krampus, since that one actually came out last week, and it debuted to number 2 at the box office, and it actually did pretty well. The movie was made for about $15 million, and it made $15 million last weekend. I was excited to see this because I thought the trailers looked really interesting. I never really heard of the Krampus, or of that, that folklore of what the Krampus is. So that was all new and fresh to me. And I thought the trailer looked really cool, though. It looked like a good throwback 80s horror comedy kind of movie. And you know what? It kind of was. And it didn't need some big fancy cast, but it had Adam Scott and Toni Collette, and it had I forget the guy's name, but he's in the Anchorman movies. And it was enough. And basically it's the story revolves around the fact that at Christmas time, if you kind of lose hope and you're not, feeling up to par with Christmas, and you give up everything, the Krampus will come, and he basically makes you regret that decision, so to speak, as he pretty much takes away everything you love, to show you, you know, that's what happens when you lose hope. And it's a very interesting story. He's supposed to be the shadow of Saint Nicholas, and I really enjoyed this movie. It had some good laughs. It had some pretty decent scares, especially for the fact that this was a PG-13 movie, which pretty much up until the day I was going to see it, I assumed this was rated R. And it ended up being PG-13, but it didn't hurt it. It really didn't hurt it. They used all practical effects. The Krampus itself, all of his little minions, everybody was practical effects in this. And it felt cool. It literally was like a good throwback to like an 80s horror movie. And I had a lot of fun with it. You know, I can't give any spoilers away. But if you like horror movies, and if you know, miss the good old days of the, you know, those 1980s kind of horror films, I think you should check this out. I would totally be down to see a sequel to this. So, I recommend it. I walked out very pleasantly surprised. I did not really have very many expectations for this film. So, I ended up really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So, Krampus, for me, was good. And it gets 3 out of 5 stars. So, I definitely recommend you check it out. The next review here is the brand new movie. It was really the only big release coming out this weekend, which was Chris Hemsworth's new movie, directed by Ron Howard, and it was In the Heart of the Sea, which is the true story based on the inspiration for the book Moby Dick. So this is the story that happened that inspired the guy to write Moby Dick. And I was looking forward to this film. I've been looking forward to this film for quite a while now, because if you remember correctly, when we first started posting trailers for this film, this movie was supposed to come out back in March. They ended up pushing it back to this December date, and a lot of people were really speculating that it was because they were trying to push for the award season, you know, get the film noticed for, you know, as we get close to the Golden Globes and to the Oscars and stuff like that. So I was cool with that based on those kind of terms. And, you know, the movie was just, it was good, but it was a letdown at the same time. The trailer really sold me on just this big kind of action movie and just this whale kind of taunting them and coming after them the whole film, kind of like a Jaws almost. And it's not really that when you watch the movie, and there's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of lull time. They could have easily shaved 20-25 minutes off of this film. You know, the film was directed beautifully, it was acted beautifully. I thought Chris Hemsworth did a great job. Cillian Murphy is in this. He did really good. You know, it had a really good cast. You even get to, you know, it was my first real big introduction to Tom Holland, who's our new Superman, or Spider-Man, I should say, sorry. And, you know, this was cool to kind of see him, because it kind of gave me a little bit more of an idea of how Peter Parker will be, and I thought he did a really good job too. So the acting was good. It was directed well. It just didn't turn out to give me what I was hoping for out of this film, so I was a little disappointed in the end. But overall, it was a really good film. It's one of those like one time only kind of films too. I kind of came out of it thinking like, I don't know if I would sit down and watch this again. And that's exactly what I saw this with Geeky Pat, and he said the same thing to me. He was like, I liked it, but I don't know if I'd ever see it again. And I thought that was really funny, because that was the same thought I had running through my head. So it was good. I'm not going to tell you to hurry up and rush out to see it. If you have interest in something like this, you probably should see it. But, you know, if you don't, I don't think you're missing all that much. So for me, In the Heart of the Sea is another 3 out of 5 star film. It was good. Nothing more, nothing less. Very well acted, very well directed. I just expected a little bit more, especially by the way the trailers presented the film to me. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Krampus, 3 out of 5, and In the Heart of the Sea, 3 out of 5. And as we gear up, because our next film is probably, if it's not going to be a 5 out of 5, I'm going to be really sad, because this Friday is, of course, The Force Awakens. It's Star Wars time, baby, and we will be there. The Red Dragons team is assembling, and we'll be there for the IMAX 3D showing on opening night, December the 18th, so super, super stoked, and can't wait to review that for you guys. And I'm sure we're going to do an Am I Still on the Air and really break down the film in all of its spoilery glory. And with that being said, let's get into our news of the week. I'm going to start right out with a little bit of Star Wars news, and that's the running time for Star Wars The Force Awakens. The film is officially clocked in at 136 minutes. So there you go. If you were curious or you're wondering how long this movie was going to be, it is 136 minutes long. Alrighty. We also posted a brand new international trailer for Zoolander 2, which was hilarious and shows a lot of new footage, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen that trailer yet. ABC Family has renewed The Fosters for Season 4. Star Wars Rebels has been renewed for Season 3, speaking of more Star Wars. CBS has released their mid-season schedule, and Person of Interest is not on it. So that is very interesting. So if you're a fan of Person of Interest, a lot of speculation was that the show was going to debut during the mid-season, and it is not on the schedule. So I don't know what is the dealio at this point with Person of Interest. Christopher McQuarrie is returning to write, direct, and produce Mission Impossible 6. I believe we talked a little bit about that on last week's show, but just wanted to reiterate in case you missed it, that they're moving forward with that. Music video director Benny Boom is in talks to step in and direct the Tupac biopic film. And we have a new clip. I got to talk a little bit about Batman Superman. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we actually spent a good majority of our latest Red Dragons Assemble talking about the new Batman Superman trailer. So I won't spend a ridiculous amount of time on it, but I got to touch on it on this show for sure. First was a new clip that debuted with Gotham during Gotham's mid-season finale last Monday. And it was literally just like a 45-50 second clip, and Batman is chained up. He's being held captive, and Superman comes flying down into this tunnel, and you see the guards and they're bowing. Superman comes walking down the tunnel super pissed off, and you're wondering, damn, what's he so pissed off about? He walks up to Batman and he rips Batman's mask off, and you see Bruce Wayne, and Superman stares at the Batman mask, and boom, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. And you're kind of thinking, like, damn, where does that come from? Like, what was that? And you don't know what's going on, but it was a really cool clip. And then we found out that the newest, probably last, maybe they'll do one more trailer after this, I'm not sure, but the third official trailer was going to debut that Wednesday on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. So fast forward to Wednesday, Ben Affleck is on Jimmy Kimmel, and they debut the brand new trailer, and it was awesome. Really, really awesome. But at the same time, I did prefer the Comic-Con trailer that was released. That I still feel is probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my life. This new Batman v Superman trailer is really good, but not the best. And but it was really cool because you get to see Clark Kent in this one. You get to see Bruce Wayne. You get to see Bruce and Clark having a conversation. You get to see the first and hear the first lines with Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. So you get a lot of extra stuff with it that you never got in any of the other trailers. You get to see a lot more action, and then you get the big reveal at the end, which is showing that Doomsday is in the film. And a lot of people were pissed that they showed Doomsday in the trailer. I didn't mind it. I expected that Doomsday was going to be in this movie. You get the glimpse from the trailer that pretty much Lex takes Zod's corpse from the first film and kind of enhances it, or does some kind of genetic experimentation on it, and turns him into Doomsday. Another thing that kind of pissed some people off at the end of the trailer was you see Wonder Woman pop up, and Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman are standing together representing, and it was a really cool line. And then like Superman looks at Batman, he's like, "I thought she was with you," and Batman's like, "I thought she was with you," and and then the three of them are standing there, and the trailer kind of ends with them in unison. And some people were pissed off, saying like, "Man, but the movie's Batman v Superman. You just spoiled that they're teaming up by the end of the film." And I'm like, really? Do you really feel that that's a spoiler when you think deep down inside? Because I don't. That's something that I don't think so at all. If you thought for any set of time that by the end of this film they weren't going to be friends, then I don't know what you're thinking. Because we all know that this is leading into the Justice League film, and these guys are going to be friends in Justice League, so it's kind of common sense here. So some people were pissed off, thinking the trailer was a little spoilery. I didn't. I felt like this trailer was set more for the casual fan to really show them what's going on, and I liked it a lot. So definitely check out the new Batman v Superman trailer if you have not seen it. But I loved it, and I so cannot wait for this film. Alright, moving on here, back to the news. Reese Witherspoon is looking to bring Barbie's origin story to the big screen. Yes, I'm not making that up. In case you missed it last time, Supergirl has been picked up for a full season over on CBS, so that is awesome. I'm really loving Supergirl. I think the show's been a lot of fun, and rumor has it maybe we'll get a Flash crossover. That would be awesome. I'm looking really forward to it. Spotify has named Drake as the most streamed artist of 2015, so that's really cool there. Harrison Ford has seen Star Wars The Force Awakens, and guess what? He loves it. So yeah, spoiler alert, he likes it a lot. Patton Oswalt has joined the new Mystery Science Theater 3000, so that is pretty cool. I like that addition right there. You can see the first trailer for I Saw the Light, starring Tom Hiddleston portraying Hank Williams, so that's pretty cool. There's a new Rambo TV series in development over at Fox. It's going to be called Rambo New Blood. And when this news first broke, everybody was speculating that Sylvester Stallone was going to come back. He was going to portray Rambo, and it was going to be him and his son, and all this kind of stuff. Sylvester Stallone has come out since the news dropped and said, "I have nothing to do with this new TV version. I'm not going to be in it. I don't produce it. I don't do anything with it. I'm disconnected with it. So good luck with whatever you're doing." So he's not a part of it. So that's very, very interesting. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but at the same time, I don't know what a Rambo TV series would have really provided me. I'd rather wait and get my official Rocky 5 or Rambo 5 and end this, saga on the right note. But that's just me. Let's see here. We have the first teaser trailer for Outlander over on Starz. You can check that out on our Twitter page. And the 13-disc Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2 collection is now available. You can order it on Amazon. It features all the movies of Phase 2. So you have Iron Man 3, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Thor the Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. All included, plus bonus disc, and it comes in a collectible set that is inside the orb from Guardians of the Galaxy. So really, really cool. Helen Mirren is in talks to join Will Smith in his new film Collateral Beauty. ABC is delaying Marvel's Agent Carter for just a couple more weeks, so that won't be starting until the end of January. So push back just a tad. Now that all these other shows are actually on their mid-season finales now. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which had a crazy mid-season finale, can't wait to see where they go on that. Flash and Arrow all had their mid-season finales. So coming up next month, we'll jump in for Peggy Carter to do her run before Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes back in March. So very cool there. Jennifer Garner has joined Bryan Cranston in the new film Wakefield. We have the honest trailer for Minions. We have Everything Wrong with Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars The Force Awakens will release in China in January. So yeah, a little bit of a difference there for the release dates. Billy Bob Thornton's new series Trial gets a green light from Amazon. They will be picking it up for the full season, which is pretty cool there. We got tons of people auditioning for the Han Solo movie. Yes, and we told you we're going to be doing a young Han Solo movie. It's going to be one of the spin-off films. Miles Teller, Dave Franco, Aaron Taylor Johnson. A bunch of people are trying out for the Han Solo role. They're saying from ages literally like 15 to 35, are all trying out for this thing. So, very hotly contested role. We'll see who ends up nailing that. The Flash star Carlos Valdez, who of course plays Vibe, he plays, Cisco, he's going to be heading to Legends of Tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'd love to see him pop up on Legends of Tomorrow. The TV show You're the Worst has been renewed over on FX. So that's cool. My wife loves that show, so she was pretty excited about that. The show The Art of More, which I believe is a Crackle exclusive show, has been renewed for a second season. Samurai Jack is returning to Adult Swim after being off the air for, I think, close to 10 years now. So very cool. Girls Season 5 teaser trailer has been released, so you can see what's coming up with that. Let's see. Got some new writers working on Thor Ragnarok. One of the guys from The Blacklist is rewriting parts of the script right now to kind of tweak it up, so that's pretty cool there. We have Everything Wrong with Return of the Jedi. So as we get close to Force Awakens, we're ramping up all the Star Wars films and the Everything Wrong with series. We have the first trailer for FX's new TV show American Crime Story, so you can check that out. Admiral Akbar will return in Star Wars The Force Awakens, in case you didn't know, so that's a cool addition there. Oscar Isaac versus Garrett Hedlund in the new trailer for Mojave. Check that out on our Twitter page. We have 65 screenshots from the new Batman v Superman trailer, so if you want to really break it down and see what's going on, you can check that out. Steven Spielberg says he never consider another Indiana Jones besides Harrison Ford. So yes, so as much talk as people have that they're going to reboot it and they're going to, pick a new actor and all this kind of stuff, Steven Spielberg says, nope, not as long as I'm involved. It's always going to be Harrison Ford. Let's see here. We got a bunch of set photos for Luke Cage, which is really, really exciting. I'm very excited for the Luke Cage show over on Netflix from Marvel that comes out next year. I just finished Jessica Jones last night, and it was awesome. I really, really liked it. The first couple episodes, I was like, okay, this show's pretty cool. Let's see where it goes. And kept kind of building and building and building. And I'll tell you, man, the last 4 episodes of Jessica Jones are just crazy intense. A lot going on. And I just really, really enjoyed it. So, super solid show. Luke Cage is in the show, Jessica Jones, in multiple episodes, and he was a great addition to it. So I can't wait to see where we go from here with the character of Luke Cage. So, very, very excited for his show next year on Netflix. Major Crimes and Rizzolian Isles are returning over on TBS or TNT next year. So for those of you that are fans of that, we got a big article up with Scarlett Johansson talking about Black Widow's role in Captain America Civil War and just how far she's kind of come in the whole cinematic universe. A&E's Roots remake has cast T.I., Mekhi Phifer, Matthew Good, and a bunch more. The director of the rebooted Friday the 13th that's supposed to come out next year has left the project. So they're starting from scratch once again. I don't know how hard it is to make a damn Friday the 13th movie. This movie's been trying to get off the ground for the last couple years, and it's like they're struggling so bad to do it. It's Friday the 13th, people. You know? You go film at Crystal Lake, you have some teenagers have sex, get killed, and there's your movie. I don't know, man. We have the full list of winners and the trailers that debuted during the Video Game Awards of 2015. So that's pretty cool. You can check out some of the details there. Oprah Winfrey's memoir, The Life You Want, is officially coming in 2017. We have the first teaser trailer for Game of Thrones Season 6. Coldplay has been confirmed to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Jason Priestley is going to be directing an upcoming Phil Hartman biopic film. Going back to a previous version of a Superman, Smallville's Tom Welling is set to both star in and produce a brand new CBS drama project that is being called Section 13. So that'll be cool to see Tom Welling return to the TV screen. Man, I haven't seen the dude since Smallville went off the air. Tyra Banks is going to reprise her role as Eve in Life Size 2. In some sad news, Scott Weiland, former Stone Temple Pilots singer, Velvet Revolver, he passed away at the age of 48. He was found dead in his tour bus. It's sad, but at the same time, it was one of those deaths that when I read it, I just wasn't shocked. If you've ever followed Scott Weiland at any point, you've known this dude has been majorly addicted to drugs and alcohol for as far back as I can remember. It's why he got kicked out of Stone Temple Pilots. It's why he got kicked out of Velvet Revolver. The dude struggled to stay in a band just because he just couldn't keep up. Couldn't kick it, man. He couldn't get off the stuff, and it seems like it eventually caught up to him, and it's very, very sad. Talented dude. I really loved Stone Temple Pilots. I liked Velvet Revolver. I liked a lot of the stuff he did with other artists. Just wish he would have got his act together. So I feel bad for his family and his friends and everybody. Lucasfilm is reportedly meeting with female directors and writers for future Star Wars films. We have a new poster for Legends of Tomorrow, which looks really, really cool. I actually like this poster a lot. We have the first trailer, and it's a Red Band trailer for The Nice Guys, which is starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. I just watched this trailer a couple days ago, and I liked it. It was very quirky. It was very unique. It's directed by Shane Black, who did Iron Man 3, and I don't know, man. Like, I didn't feel like when the trailer was over that I was like, damn, that looks awesome. I want to see that. But at the same time, I was like, that did look really kind of unique and cool. So I do kind of want to see it. So it was a very interesting trailer. Definitely check it out and see what you think for yourself. Supergirl has cast Chasing Life star Italia Ricci as Silver Banshee. I'd never heard of Silver Banshee, but this chick's hot, and I'll take a new villain coming to Supergirl, man. Why not? That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Creed director Ryan Coogler is in talks to direct Marvel's Black Panther movie. I like the sounds of this. Ryan Coogler is a great director. He did awesome in Fruitvale Station. He did an amazing job on Creed, and I mean, he's one of Hollywood's it guys right now, and I think he'd be a great pick to do Black Panther. So I really do hope that this is something that he can grab onto. The Trainspotting sequel is scheduled to shoot next year for a 2017 release date, and it looks like pretty much everybody's going to come back for it, so that is really exciting there. Even though I'm not a big fan of Trainspotting, I know a lot of people that are, so the more they can get back, the better. Josh Hutcherson has joined James Franco's film The Disaster Artist. We have a new behind-the-scenes featurette on Star Wars The Force Awakens called Legacy that you can check out. George Lucas saw The Force Awakens, and he says he really, really liked it. So, hey, that's pretty cool coming from the man himself, George Lucas. let's see here. J.J. Abrams also confirmed no end credit scene for The Force Awakens. So I'm telling you right now, I'm warning you right now, you don't need to stay through the entire credits. There will be no after credits scene. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We also have another featurette video focusing on Daisy Ridley's character Rey from Star Wars The Force Awakens. We have some international TV spots and stuff like that that show a lot of new footage. I'm surprised really at the footage they've been debuting between all these like international trailers and TV spots. A lot of stuff's been kind of popping up. And then you have people like our boy Friggins who's like, don't show me anything, you know, so it's kind of interesting right there. We have the first official trailer for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, coming out next year on Netflix. And this, of course, is our boy Peeps over on the People's Forum. This is like one of his most anticipated films. So I'm glad that he finally gets a trailer for this film for himself there. We got the list of all the Grammy nominations, so you can check that out. Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd lead all the nominations for the 58th annual Grammys. Adele's 25 continues its #1 streak on the Billboard charts. It has also surpassed 5 million copies sold, which is just unheard of in this day and age for a CD to be selling. So just kind of crazy. We have the brand new trailer for Ride Along 2. Brand new third trailer for that, so pretty cool. We posted an article that's talking about how the Netflix heroes most likely will not be in Avengers Infinity War. There was a rumor back when like Daredevil came out that some of these guys would maybe pop up in Infinity War because of the TV schedule that Netflix has to do and kind of just the logistics around where their TV show is at the timing of the filming for Infinity War and stuff like that. It would just be really, really hard to schedule everything to make it all fit the timelines perfectly. So I think at this point they think it might just be too difficult to pull off. So who knows? I mean, Marvel's really good at surprising us, and maybe we'll see Matt Murdock pop up, but we'll have to wait and see. There's just no guarantee right now at this point who's going to cross over from any of the TV universes into the movie universes. Quentin Tarantino continues to tease the possibility of Kill Bill 3. We have the first official trailer for Powers Season 2 coming once again to the PlayStation Network, so I'm excited about that. That should be really good. We have the first trailer for Chelsea Does from Chelsea Handler, her new Netflix series. We have the official Green Band trailer for The Nice Guys that I told you about earlier with Russell Crowe and Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, so check that out. And speaking of Ryan Gosling, his episode of Saturday Night Live last weekend was actually really, really funny. I'm not a big Ryan Gosling fan, but that was a really good it was a really good episode. I thought everything that Ryan Gosling did was actually pretty damn funny. So getting excited. I'm actually, as I'm recording, I got the TV on mute in the background on the Cinemax channel, and they're showing a preview for Banshee. Looks so good. The final season of Banshee, which I think actually comes out next month. I think it actually comes out in January. So, getting excited. I can't wait till Banshee's back. It's going to be so good. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled program. Let's see here. Scott Buck, a guy that was a showrunner for Dexter in like the last handful of seasons, he has signed on to be the showrunner for Marvel's Iron Fist. Iron Fist, of course, the next Netflix show that they're going to be doing after Luke Cage. And so this is really exciting. I was a big fan of Dexter, and I love Dexter, and this guy's got a really good resume, and I like the idea that he's coming on to do Iron Fist. So it's good to just hear some movement on Iron Fist, because there's been so many rumors and things like that out there saying like, oh, maybe they're not going to do it, or maybe they'll just do a movie instead of a TV show and all this kind of stuff. But they're definitely moving forward like planned, and I like it because I'm really looking forward to the Iron Fist show on Netflix, and I think they got Scott Buck is a great addition here to be the showrunner. We have Everything Wrong with Super 8 in 12 minutes or less. We have the full press conference for Star Wars Force Awakens that they did last week, so definitely check out that, and you can listen to the full entire press conference and watch it. We posted the whole thing up a couple days ago on our YouTube, not our YouTube, but on our Twitter and our Facebook page. Congratulations to Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, who had the birth of their new baby boy, which they named Saint West. Yes. The gang is saying goodbye over on Mob Wives. It comes to an end next year. The costume designer for Batman v Superman confirms that you will see the Flash in a cameo in Batman v Superman. So he kind of spoiled the surprise a little bit. We've been wondering, and we've been rumored for a long time that the Flash was going to pop up, at least in a moment. The costume designer says, it's very, very little. He says he's not really in the film very much. It's just you get to meet his character at a point. So maybe we'll just meet Barry Allen for all that we know. Maybe we won't even see the Flash, but he confirms that you will see this character in Batman v Superman. Queen Latifah is going to headline Lee Daniels from Empire, his new music drama pilot that he's doing, so that's a good addition there. The Blacklist has been renewed for season 4, which is good. I used to really be into the Blacklist. This third season, I haven't even started yet. They're all in the DVR, and I just haven't had a chance. And the second season kind of lost me a bit at the end, and I'm just struggling to kind of get back into it. So I do like the show. Hopefully, I'll try to get back into it here soon. And since it did get picked up for another season, I gotta give it its fair due. Shailene Woodley has joined Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon in HBO's Big Little Lies. Ethan Hawke and John Goodman have been tapped for Luc Besson's Valerian adaptation that he's going to be doing. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is set to open at Universal Studios Hollywood on April 7th, 2016. I know a lot of people that are excited about that. Spike TV has ordered Red Mars series based on the books by Kim Stanley Robinson, and her best-selling trilogy that she did, so that's cool there. Lionsgate says that they're looking into possibly developing some Hunger Games prequels. Of course they are. Their cash cow has just released its last movie, and now they're thinking, how can we milk this thing for some more? Let's do some prequels. I don't know how people will even feel about this, just due to the fact that, everybody loved it based on those books, and it's the 3 books that everybody loved, and do you really go back and try to tell prequel stories without Katniss and stuff? I just don't know how it would work. I don't know how it would flow. I don't know how people would go gravitate to it, but all they care about is money, so that's what they'll be doing there. Dirty Dancing remake has been ordered by sorry about that. Has been ordered starring Abigail Breslin, that I believe is going to be on ABC. So all these networks now are trying to pick up doing these musical live versions of, like they just did The Wiz, and they're doing Grease next month, and They did Sound of Music last year. Now they want to do a 3-hour Dirty Dancing one with Abigail Breslin. So there you go. Yeah, it is going to be on ABC, and it'll be a special event musical. We have the Honest trailer for Ant-Man. It was pretty cool seeing the Hank Henshaw revealed on the Supergirl episode last week, and I can't wait to see where they kind of move forward with that. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it yet, but it was pretty damn cool. Sophia Boutella is in talks for The Mummy. I like the sounds of this. Sophia was the really badass chick that was on kind of like the knife stilts in Kingsman. She was the chick that was with Samuel L. Jackson all the time. She's in talks to actually play the Mummy opposite Tom Cruise in that new reboot. So, oh, God bless me. So I like it. I think that'd be kind of cool, especially turning the Mummy, into somebody like this. She'd be pretty menacing, so I like it a lot. Hulu's new show, The Path, is set to premiere in March of 2016. George Clooney is all set to direct his new film, Suburbicon, and he's trying to lock up some big names for that, like Matt Damon and some other people that worked on the Coen Brothers films with him and everybody else, so that looks good. Zac Efron is joining Seth Rogen and James Franco in The Disaster Artist, so that's another good addition there. Marissa Tomei and Timothy Olyphant are going to star in Behold My Heart. Benedict Cumberbatch is set to star in a World War II epic film called The War Magician. Amazon is going to be doing some new bundles that they're going to offer with their Amazon Prime membership, where you can now add Showtime, Stars, and some other stuff, subscriptions at a discount if you're a Prime member. So, pretty cool addition there. The Blacklist has added Tony Shalhoub in a special role there. Is going to be one of the blacklisters coming up in an upcoming episode there. Last week on Blu-ray and DVD, Ant-Man and Minions were released. So if you're looking to pick up something for Christmas for some people, you might want to jump on Ant-Man and Minions. We have the first trailer and the first looks at the upcoming Tarzan, The Legend of Tarzan, which is coming out this upcoming summer with Alexander Skarsgård. And you know what? I kind of laughed at this thing all along, but this trailer wasn't too bad. Margot Robbie's in it. She plays Jane. And it was actually a pretty decent trailer. So I'll give them props where props are due. Minecraft is coming to the Wii U on December 17th. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is really fucking excited to be playing Negan on The Walking Dead, so he can't wait to get on that. Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, and Josh Brolin are the ones in negotiation for George Clooney's new film, Suburbicon, that he's going to be directing. You can see the first teaser trailer for the BFG, directed by Steven Spielberg. It's a new Disney film based on the book. It looks really, really cool. Ray Fisher and David Oyelowo are being eyed for Ang Lee's new 3D boxing movie. I think he's going to be doing very interesting there. Rebecca Ferguson is all set to return for Mission Impossible 6. I like this. She was awesome in Rogue Nation, and I think she's going to be great to bring back for number 6. Might as well, right? Trumbo leads the pack for the 2016 SAG Awards, and you can read all the nominations announced for the 22nd annual SAG Awards coming out. Production is officially wrapped on Resident Evil, the final chapter. Sarah Paulson is all set to reprise her American Horror Story Season 1 role in the American Horror Story Hotel finale. So that's very interesting there, and I like that they're kind of looping the show back around to the first season here in Hotel. You can see the first teaser trailer for Season 4 of The Americans. We posted an actual deleted scene from Avengers Age of Ultron that has Vision fighting Thor. That's really cool. That was not in the film, so just kind of a little bonus clip that I posted just so you guys can see something cool. Luke Wilson and Abby Cornish are set to star in The Girl Who Invented Kissing. Sci-Fi's Bitten is a show that's been on for a couple years now with the original Supergirl from Smallville. That show is going to end with a third and final season over on the Sci-Fi Channel. Adam Scott is going to co-star in HBO's Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman drama. Fox's show Wayward Pines has been renewed for a second season. I'm pretty stoked on that. I really enjoyed Wayward Pines. Homeland and The Affair have both been renewed over on Showtime. No shocker there. Two of Showtime's biggest shows going on. I'm a fan of both of them, so it's cool to see them renewed and coming back. Idris Elba is in negotiations to join The Dark Tower, the Stephen King adaptation there. We have the new trailer for The Brothers Grimsby, starring Sacha Baron Cohen and Mark Strong. Looks really cool. We have the first official trailer for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel, which has now been officially titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. And I actually really liked this trailer. I didn't know what to expect from it. I was only a so-so fan of the first film. But this trailer is a lot of fun. It looks really, really fun. It looks like it has some good action. Bebop and Rocksteady look awesome. So I'm looking forward to Out of the Shadows. This trailer was a nice surprise. We have Everything Wrong with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which actually comes in 2 parts. So Part 1 and Part 2 are posted up on the Twitter and Facebook page. Disney's Return to Pride Rock is ready to roll as the Lion Guard series is set to debut in January. And the Mad TV cast is going to reunite on the CW for the show's 20th anniversary. That gets me really excited. I was a big fan of Mad TV, and there's a lot of good, talented people that were on this show, and I'm excited to see them come back and do a little reunion here for the 20th anniversary. Adam Scott has joined Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman in HBO's Big Little Lies. The Flash has added Tone Bell on the show to be Iris's new boss. I like Tone Bell. This dude's super, super funny. He's been having some bad luck lately in TV shows. He was on last season on the TV show Bad Judge, which was actually a pretty funny show and unfortunately got canceled. And then he's on TV right now on NBC with Mark Paul Gosselaar in Truth Be Told, which is another pretty funny show that I watched that's probably going to be canceled. So I like the guy, but he's not been having the greatest picks when it comes to projects lately, so I'm glad to see that he's going to be popping up on Flash, which we know this show is not going anywhere. John Hamm is set to appear opposite Zachary Quinto and Jenny Slate in the new film Aardvark. We have the full list of the Golden Globe nominations for 2016. Usually I don't break down too many award stuff, but you know what? When it comes to stuff like the Golden Globes or the Oscars, that's what this show is all about. So we got to spend a little bit of time and talk about the nominees here. Best Motion Picture for a Drama: Carol, Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight. Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy: The Big Short, Joy, The Martian, Spy, and Trainwreck. Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama: Cate Blanchett for Carol, Brie Larson for Room, Rooney Mara for Carol, Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn, and Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl. Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy: Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, Melissa McCarthy in Spy, Amy Schumer for Trainwreck, Maggie Smith for The Lady in the Van, and Lily Tomlin for Grandma. Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama: Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Leonardo DiCaprio for The Revenant, Michael Fassbender in Steve Jobs, Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl, and Will Smith for Concussion. Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role: Paul Dano in Love, Idris Elba for Beast of No Nation, Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies, Michael Shannon in 99 Homes, and Sylvester Stallone for Creed. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role: Jane Fonda in Youth, Jennifer Jason Leigh in The Hateful Eight, Helen Mirren in Trumbo, Alicia Vikander in Ex Machina, and Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. Best director for a motion picture: Todd Haynes in Carol, Alejandro Inarritu for The Revenant, Tom McCarthy for Spotlight, George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road, and Ridley Scott in The Martian. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy: Christian Bale in The Big Short, Steve Carell for The Big Short, Matt Damon for The Martian, Al Pacino for Danny Collins, and Mark Ruffalo for Infinitely Polar Bear. Best screenplay motion picture: Room, Spotlight, The Big Short, Steve Jobs, and The Hateful Eight. Best motion picture animated: Animalagia, The Good Dinosaur, Inside Out, The Peanuts Movie, and Shaun the Sheep. Best original song: Love Me Like You Do, 50 Shades of Grey, One Kind of Love, Love and Mercy, See You Again, Furious 7, Simple Song No. 3, Youth, and Writings on the Wall from Spectre. Best television series drama: Empire, Game of Thrones, Mr. Robot, Narcos, and Outlander. Best television series musical or comedy: Casual, Mozart in the Jungle, Orange is the New Black, Silicon Valley, Transparent, and Veep. Best television limited series or motion picture: American Crime, American Horror Story Hotel, Fargo, Flesh and Bone, and Wolf Hall. Best performance by an actor in a television series drama: John Hamm for Mad Men, Rami Malek for Mr. Robot, Wagner Moura in Narcos, Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul, and Liev Schreiber for Ray Donovan. Best performance by an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy: Aziz Ansari for Master of None, Gail Garcia Bernal in Mozart in the Jungle, Rob Lowe for The Grinder, Patrick Stewart for Blunt Talk, and Jeffrey Tambor for Transparent. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television: Idris Elba for Luther, Oscar Isaac for Show Me a Hero, David Oyelowo for Nightingale, Mark Rylance for Wolf Hall, and Patrick Wilson for Fargo. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television: Alan Cumming for The Good Wife, Damian Lewis for Wolf Hall, Ben Mendelsohn for Bloodline, Tobias Menzies for Outlander, and Christian Slater for Mr. Robot. Best performance by an actress in a TV series drama: Catriona Balfe for Outlander, Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder, Eva Green for Penny Dreadful, Taraji P. Henson for Empire, and Robin Wright for House of Cards. Best performance by an actress and a supporting actress in a series, limited series, or motion picture: Uzo Aduba for Orange is the New Black, Joanna Froggatt for Downton Abbey, Regina King for American Crime, Judith Light for Transparent, and Maura Tierney for The Affair. Best performance by an actress in a leading role: for Kirsten Dunst, Fargo, Lady Gaga, American Horror Story Hotel, Sarah Hay, Flesh and Bone, Felicity Huffman for American Crime, and Queen Latifah for Bessie. Best performance by an actress in a television series, musical, or comedy: Rachel Bloom for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Jamie Lee Curtis for Scream Queens, Julia Louis-Dreyfus for Veep, Gina Rodriguez for Jane the Virgin, and Lily Tomlin for Grace and Frankie. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the nominations for the 2016 Golden Globes, which will be hosted by Ricky Gervais. Looking forward to that. I think some really, really strong nominations there for that. All right. Rumor mill. Going back to the rumor mill, Will Smith's Deadshot may appear in Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie, so take that for what you will. Comedy Central has picked up Nathan For You for a 4th season. We have the trailer for Band of Robbers. New GTA DLC is coming. Executives and Other Criminals. That's the name of the DLC coming to GTA 5. Netflix has renewed Grace and Frankie for Season 3 before Season 2 is even started. I love when they do stupid stuff like that. If you're into Funkos, just a heads up that Funko is set to be releasing some Fast and Furious Funkos. I'm super excited about this. Got to get my Dominic Toretto. They even have a Dominic Toretto that comes with the Dodge Charger. It looks so awesome, man. I love it. And of course, got to get the Rock one where he's Hobbs for show. Let's see here. What else do we got? The Leftovers has been renewed for a third and final season. You know what? I like The Leftovers. We're trying to get through the second season right now, but it's been very difficult. The season's super odd. I hear it ends on a very strong note, so what I do appreciate for this renewal is that they know their end game. They're saying we're going to do a third, it's going to be the final, so they have an idea at least of where they're going, because this show really needs to know where it's going, because I feel like a lot of episodes we watch of this show were just like, what was the point? You know, take me somewhere, show me something, do something, and maybe with a third season coming and a final season, we'll finally get that. Cate Blanchett is looking to be joining Thor Ragnarok. This is really, really big news for the Thor and Marvel crew. If they can land somebody like Cate Blanchett, all the rumors going around are saying she may be a villain. She may be the Enchantress. Who knows? But it's very, very exciting news, and that would be a big, great addition for Thor. We have the first official trailer for X-Men Apocalypse. This trailer looks so good. I was so happy to finally see it. I just think it looks incredible, and this is, you know, the one of the big summer movies coming up in 2016, probably in my top 5 most anticipated. We'll see when I do my list. But yeah, I'm very excited for this, and I just love this trailer. Bryan Singer, such a grasp on what the X-Men universe should be, and this trailer just shows you, man. It shows you that he just knows what's up with X-Men, and he's going to take us on a great journey with Apocalypse. I'm very excited. Check out this trailer ASAP if you have not seen it already. The Weinstein Company is going to be making some changes to the Hateful Eight. It was supposed to, I think they're moving up the release about a week or so to try to get some more exposure for it. They were trying to hold off and not put any screenings of this until January, because they were trying to do all the December screenings on 70mm, but for a theater to run 70mm is super expensive, so some theaters don't even want to run it, so to compromise, they're releasing the movie early. So just check your local listings and see if you can maybe catch a screening of The Hateful Eight, Quentin Tarantino's latest, before the end of the year, and if not, I think it's going to hit theaters nationwide on January 1st now instead of January 8th. Fox has ordered a show called Shots Fired. It'll be an event series starring Sana Lathan. The first official trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them will be arriving in this upcoming week, so keep an eye out for that. I know a lot of people are going to be super, super excited for that. We have the first animated trailer for Kubo and the Two Strings with some voice work by Matthew McConaughey and Charlize Theron. Law and Order vet Benjamin Bratt has joined Empire's new musical drama pilot that we talked about, Queen Latifah heading up. Chicago Med, they're sticking around a little bit longer as NBC has just ordered 5 more episodes of the series. Ridley Scott has promised that you're going to see some familiar aliens coming up in his new Alien Covenant. So that is pretty exciting, because that's another thing that he's always kind of shied away from and said, I don't know if I'm going to do it. Well, now it looks like he's going to do it. All your favorite, from the chest burster to the, big queen bee to just all the different versions you know and love. They're going to be in Alien Covenant. So that is really exciting. The new Deadpool trailer is coming. They're going to once again have a green band and a red band, and the new trailer will drop on Christmas Day, baby. And I also hear a little rumor that it may be with a little film called Star Wars, so keep an eye out for that. And let's see here. Lastly, in a little bit of a surprise, we never get new trailers on Sundays, which that's what today is. I'm recording live on here on December the 13th. And today, 20th Century Fox dropped the brand new Independence Day trailer on us. The Independence Day sequel, Independence Day Resurgence, to be exact. And the new trailer dropped this morning. And I gotta tell you, it was badass, man. Really cool trailer. I was looking forward to this already. Independence Day was one of my favorite films of the 90s. Just blew me away when I saw this film originally. It's 20 years later, and the aliens are back, baby, to get revenge for what went down 20 years ago. And this was a excellent trailer. It was good to see Jeff Goldblum back, Bill Pullman, just to see a lot of the gang back. I did miss not seeing Will Smith a little bit. It does suck. For those of you that don't know, Will Smith is not in this film, so that was a little bit sad. But it was good to see everybody else back, and this film looks really, really incredible. So take a look on our Twitter, on our Facebook, and of course, amiontheair.com. Click on that trailers tab and check out all the latest trailers, because there's been a lot of good stuff lately coming out. All right, let's get to our new releases and our box office breakdown. On DVD and Blu-ray this Tuesday is going to be Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Ted 2, Fantastic Four, Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials. So a lot of new releases. I will be getting Mission Impossible and Ted 2 faux show. So very cool. It's on my Christmas wish list. Two great movies I can't wait to watch again. In theaters this Friday, of course, we already talked about it, Star Wars The Force Awakens, but you know what? That's not the only thing coming out this weekend. Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, and Tina Fey and Amy Poehler's new comedy Sisters. So those three films will be hitting the box office this weekend, and I can't wait to see what our next box office breakdown is going to be, and see how many records Star Wars The Force Awakens breaks. And here's our box office, baby. Coming in at number 10 is Brooklyn with $2 million. Number 9 is Spotlight with $2.5 million. Number 8 is The Peanuts Movie with $2.7 million. Number 7 is The Night Before with $3.9 million. Number 6 is Spectre with $4 million. Number 5 is Krampus with $8 million. Number 4 is Creed with $10.1. Number 3 is The Good Dinosaur with $10.5. Number 2 is the debuting movie of the weekend, which was In the Heart of the Sea, with $11 million. And number 1, once again, holding on just ever so slightly, it is The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 with $11.3 million. So, 11.3 for The Hunger Games. Hanging in there, man, just by that 0.3. Maybe when everything's said and done, In the Heart of the Sea might pull it out. Probably not, but I would hope. I feel bad, because In the Heart of the Sea deserved to be the number 1 movie of the weekend. Even though I didn't love it, it should have definitely beat out Hunger Games in like its 3rd week. So, that'll do it, my friends. We did that in a nice, nifty hour. So we're getting through it quicker and quicker. I thank you all so much once again for tuning in and checking out Am I on the Air and showing your love and showing your support. Once again, please check out Red Dragons Assemble. It's the spin-off show of this show, basically, where I bring in some guests and we all team up and we host together and we break down all the big news of the previous month. And we talk a lot about the Batman v Superman trailer. We talk about the Civil War trailer. We talk about all the other big news going down. So check out Red Dragons Assemble on reddragonsradio.com. Of course, please follow us on Twitter at Am I on the Air. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. You can check out our official webpage at amiontheair.com. And that's, of course, where you can listen to the shows. You can look at movie reviews. You can look at the box office report. You can, check a lot of stuff out right there on amiontheair.com. Watch movie trailers. It's all right there. Check out our links to our iTunes page where you should subscribe and download if you're an Apple person. Of course, like us on Facebook over at facebook.com/amiontheair. We are on Instagram. We're on Periscope. If you're looking for a way to stream us on the go, Stitcher is the best app for that. We're also on TuneIn as well. We, of course, are on YouTube, where you can even listen to our shows on YouTube and Spreaker. If you want to subscribe to us on YouTube, it's youtube.com/amiontheair. So, once again, and of course our affiliates, Red Dragons Radio, it's reddragonsradio.com, where you can listen to this show, you can listen to Red Dragons Assemble, listen to This Week with the Geek, The People's Forum, Pro Wrestling Nation, lots and lots of shows. Red Dragons Radio that you can check out, and I think we even got a brand new show ready to launch next month in January that I'm pretty excited about, so we'll talk more about that as we get closer. So always growing, always ready to expand. If you have a podcast yourself and you're interested to being a part of Red Dragons Radio, hit me up. Just hit me up on Twitter, send me a DM, whatever, at DX.Mega, and we'll talk about it. Always love to hear it out. So with that all being said, once again for December the 13th, welcome to December. We're getting close to Christmas, so get ready, baby. Run out of shopping days. And I hope you all have a great week. And until next time, my friends, peace.
Bye.
Red Dragons!
Baggy.
Red Dragons!